Logistic is a very big thing. So particularly this diagnostic is a very niche segment.
Yes, sir.
And we are not delivering any parcel or any box. We are delivering the care. That is why you called in our box it's mentioned that's a life-saving specimen. So we're carrying the lives of the patients.
Yeah. And today we are joined by Mr. Sushant Swain, Head of Logistics at Lupin Diagnostics Limited.
So the specimen collection and the temperature sensitivity devices also to reach at the patient's house or the doctor's house so that they can fill it up, they can bleed the samples and reverse, they can send back to the lab for testing. So one traffic delay or one bike breakdown so damages the samples. Only diagnostic, but at the blood banks, the remote areas, they don't have a blood samples. It is being sent from a district headquarter of a tier 2 city or tier 1 cities.
One word your colleague would use to describe your leadership.
Mr. Logistics.
Hello and welcome to The Big Idea, Voice of Healthcare's leadership series, where we bring you leadership series, a conversation which is building the India's healthcare ecosystem. Through this series, we explore leadership journey, who is making the critical decision and the ideas that drive impact across diagnostics, care delivery and healthcare system. And today we are joined by Mr. Sushant Swain, Head of Logistics at Lupin Diagnostics Limited. With deep expertise in building and managing complex diagnostics logistics network, he plays a critical role in ensuring speed, reliability, and accuracy, factors that directly impact patient care and outcomes. Thank you so much for joining, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, to begin the conversation, my first question is you have a very vast experience into diagnostics. So, and we know the logistics has the entire accuracy dependency on it. So diagnostics logistics operates largely behind the scene, yet it is a mission critical. So how do you ensure speed, accuracy and reliability at scale?
Yeah, actually, that is a lot of accuracy in this question itself. Actually, the logistic leaders working behind the scene, and they are always on mission critical. See, so if you rely on the speed, so nowadays because diagnostic it's not like any other healthcare industries, like it's not picking up a parcel, it picking up a care.
Yeah.
It delivers care. So lots of AI driven route to optimization is there. You always a backup plan is there, and what if scenario is there. So if one route is blocked, what if some disruption is happens, what if. So lots of AI model and AI tool based mobile applications is there, which is integrated to our LIS. So lab information system, sample is picked up, where is the sample, who carries it, if the rider is not there, who is the backup. So everything, there is a control room. So everybody is monitoring. So at what time? So it's reliable, it's safe, and it's speed also. So nowadays, so India is not up to that to use the drone. So like the developed countries like USA, so probably they are using the drone. In case of drone, so traditional logistic, it saves around 40 to 50% of your turnaround time. So that is one thing. So optimizing the route and AI enabled route plan is one thing. Accuracy is like IoT sensor is there. You have a temperature inside the bag, and it throws out to the cloud, and cloud throws out to our website. There is a tracking. There is a barcode mechanism. Once you track it, the doctor can see at what temperature my sample is moving. So that is the accuracy. Reliability, like I mentioned, so there is a control room.
Yes.
So who is bringing, what is bringing. So data is there. So at every step we are monitoring. So what brings and who brings these things. So that is the
Very rightly mentioned, so and I think with all these factors depends the test results, and like you mentioned,
So
you are
so
yeah.
so like logistic is a very big things. So particularly this diagnostic is a very niche segment.
Yes, sir.
And we are not delivering any parcel or any box. We are delivering the care.
Care, yeah.
That is why you called in our box. It's mentioned that's a life-saving specimen. So carrying the lives of the patients.
Yes, yes. Very rightly mentioned, sir. So, I believe, like I mentioned earlier, also the kind of experience you have into diagnostics is something that does not comes automatically. It
Exactly.
comes with a lot of
Yes,
experience
yes.
and the challenges. So, that leadership role, what you are playing right now, you must every day face some challenges. So, what leadership challenges are unique to logistics and diagnostics compared to the other healthcare verticals? You have to understand.
So one big challenge I see, like any pharma vertical in a hospital, it's one directional delivery, जैसे bulk fleet services. आप मेडिसिन लोड कर दिए वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को मिल जाता है. बट इन डायग्नोस्टिक it is bi-directional reversible logistics, and it's micro logistic mechanisms. So we have hospitals, we have clinics, we have pickup points, we have our own outlets, it's company operated outlets. So it's a multimodal logistics. So we have riders, we have bus pickup, you have train pickup, you have the flights, and all. So it's not only one directional. So the specimen collection and the temperature sensitivity devices also to reach at the patient's house or the doctor's house, so that they can fill it up, they can bleed the samples and reverse, they can send back to the lab for testing. So that is one big challenge. Second challenge is that the data accuracy, because if you're a patient, you should have your patient ID, it should match the test lab IDs. So all these things matter, and the temperature.
Correct.
So it's not like that. Some POCT samples are there, like any other cargo. The stability is like vaccine and all the medicines. The stability is days and hours. But in diagnostic, the POCT, the stability is minutes. It should come within 30 minutes or 1 hour or 45 minutes. Like, so that is one of the biggest challenge that I faced. So one traffic delay or one bike breakdown so damages the samples. We cannot run that, and the report goes very abnormal range.
I get it, sir. Thank you so much for that response, sir. So, moving ahead, my question is that during disruption, basically the pandemics, supply shocks, or the regional challenges, what leadership lessons have stayed with you in these difficult times?
It's a very valid question, a very good question actually. This actually makes a leader from reactive to proactive. Actually, many leaders act as a reactive. It happens, then what next? But if you are a vision of sort of proactive, the predictiveness is very important in diagnostic logistics. Like I mentioned earlier, it's life-saving specimen. There is no alternative chance. Once the sample is deteriorated, it's gone. You have to recollect it.
Correct.
So, acting as a reactive to proactive is major thing that I learned. So, resilient is one word that I can say. The resilient is one word that I learned in this pandemic and this regional disruptions. This one, in December, Indigo crisis is there.
Yes.
So all the samples are stocked. So immediately we spoke with the Air India, then SpiceJet and all. So that is so you have always the proactiveness to bring the care into the diagnostic for testing.
That's very rightly pointed out. So, I think resilience is something
Yeah,
which keeps you.
resilient is most.
Yes, sir. Sir, and how can logistic leaders contribute more strategically to patient outcomes and not just in operations?
So one concept, one of my senior leader that taught me. Probably everybody knows Zara concept. Zara is a very big warehousing and logistics in the global.
Yes.
So Zara concept. If you can go to the patient's house, some of the care at home, diagnostic at home, the portable imaging and all these things. So instead, patients reaching to us, so we should reach at patient's house. It's time to diagnostic. The term is called time to diagnostics. You don't wait the patient to come. You go. So it's a big. So those who knows Jara concept, they can very much. rely on this. And one thing is that if you would bring in a sample, say a mobility van is there, you just collected sample, you just put your van anywhere in the crowded area, you collected, and this is scams. So what happens? Scams are doing at any societies or any recreation hub or any park. Then 2 hours scam time is there. They bringing the samples to the lab. As this is live care specimen, it's time sensitive is very important. If you have mobility van and some portable machines are there, ECG machines is there, EMR machines are there, you can collect samples then and there, then you can give the reports then and there, saving the time, the stability of the samples, and the time also. So that as a proactive, so the leader should do that.
Definitely. So I think that proactiveness into diagnostics is
It's
very
very,
much.
very, very, very critical nowadays.
Right, so. So, and looking ahead, if we look at the future, what is your big idea for making diagnostic supply chain more smarter and resilient?
So one thing, like I mentioned earlier, in US, so drone is one of the best tool in the logistic transportation. It saves at least 50 to 60% time. So in India, actually, drone regulation is very critical.
Yes, sir.
So that is one challenge. So regulatory is a big challenge. Is like so we carry the specimens is comes in category B, UNN 3373. So if regulatory is government helping us to do the regulatory a bit easier, then drone can be one thing that not only diagnostic but the blood banks, the remote areas, they don't have a blood samples. It is being sent from a district headquarter of a tier 2 city or tier 1 cities. So that I can say the drone can be one of the biggest revolutionary bringing the diagnostic samples. And second, AI enabled route optimization. So there is a tool that should it will tell you which is the best route, who you should collect first, and what is the route that instead of spending 2.5 hour, can it bring 1.5 hour? So these AI driven advanced technology and drone, these are two things that I can say it can bring revolutionary in Indian diagnostic industries.
I think so. We need that more of regulation because it has started quite new in our country,
Correct,
and I think
correct.
a more regulation and strict policies are required for this.
Correct,
As
correct. So
it is
government should
used.
support. If see, I have started some proof of concept of usko said, but government says no. The airport is nearby 70 kilometer. You cannot run that. The public place is there. You cannot throw the samples from sky. So
Right.
these are some restrictions are there. So we cannot implement that. But if you bring it, take my word, it will be very revolutionary in India diagnostic.
I think it will take some time to evolve.
Definitely, it will take time.
So now, moving on to our rapid fire round,
Yeah.
I have some fun questions
Yeah.
to know more about you and to your leadership. So starting with coffee or chai during your long week work days.
Coffee,
Coffee, okay. One thing in healthcare that cannot be compromised ever.
the sample integrity,
That's right. A skill every future diagnostics leader must have.
the reliability and accuracy,
Data or instinct, what do you rely on more?
data.
One challenge in healthcare that keeps you at night.
Sorry,
One challenge in healthcare that keeps you in night. That don't allow you to sleep. You keep on thinking about it.
that disruption and regulatory
Issues.
norms.
Yeah. One word your colleague would use to describe your leadership.
Mr. Logistics.
That's great, sir. So that was some fun and rapid answers
Thank
from
you so
your
much.
side.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming to this conversation and coming to this event we have, that is the National Diagnostics Forum. It's really, we are really happy to host you over this, sir.
It's privileged to have with you. Thank you so much
Thank you
and
so much,
inviting
sir.
me.
Thank
Thank you.